let us begin. It's warm, sunny day.
I see it.
We're
Oh,
on the we are on the surface level of we're so far the surface level of a small cafe in Night City. The sun's out. People are walking around. Today really does seem to be a nice day to hack into corporate files and start stealing a bunch of information. Griffin, Griffin, you find yourself on your laptop just in the middle of the cafe. I'm looking fairly harmless, seeing that the businessman pretty much across from you, holding on to his nice suitcase and enjoying a nice cup of coffee. You, it didn't take you long for you to look up onto your computer already that he was a part of corporate management. More so of the fact that he was a part of Sov Oil. Actually, he was a representative of Sov Oil. That's a lot of fucking money right there. You don't know much about oil, but you do know one thing: that it gets a shitload of money.
I'm gonna try to. Is he? Hmm. Is he on the network?
Actually, as of right now, you do see that there is a plug going from it. Yeah, you do see a jack going from his head into his briefcase. Yet he just seems to be just sitting there at the cafe. His
I'm gonna
body
try.
almost still in motion, but occasionally comes back for a sip.
Hmm. I'm gonna try to. Well, let's see. If he's over there, then his briefcase should be a cyber deck in a way. Do I have
Could
to
just be
have?
a portable computer.
Hmm. Fuck.
Or a cyber modem. Either one. Maybe even both. But who knows?
Let's see. I'm not actually sure what to do here.
Okay, so
You're a hacker.
see,
Start hacking shit.
so here's basically what you can do. Is that let's see here, let me go pull up the rule book real quick, just so I can have something to reference towards. So let's see here. I'm gonna pull up this, and I'm also gonna pull up what you got. And now, okay, so I'm pretty much just gonna kind of read out your options to you because you're still kind of new to this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of give you that. So let's see here. Da-da-da-da. Hammer, genies, databasers, pitfalls. Okay, so basically we're gonna put it like this. We're just, we're just gonna play it by the KISS rule for right now and just keep it simple. Um, if you want, you can feel free to make an interface role to try and just connect over to his cyber modem. Just so you can kind of get at, I don't know, like why he's here, if you could figure out anything.
All right.
See if you can get into him. Holy, you rolled 2 10s! What the fuck? Oh fucking K. Well, you just criticaled twice, and then rolled an 8. What the fuck is wrong with you? Actually, no, wait, hold on. Actually, no, wait, that first 10 is intelligence, the second 10 is your interface, that 8 was your actual roll. Never mind, you didn't roll 2 10s, but still pretty fucking dope.
On my side, it just has the total.
Yeah.
If you hover over the total, it'll show you what values help to make up to that number.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay, so Griffin, you almost it was way too easy. You pretty much just jacked into your cyber deck, and you're pretty much already into his cyber router before you even knew it. You see lots of data running along, lots of data involving money transactions, possible places of where there's going to be shipments of oil going towards. A lot of shipments of oil across seas, over over train or by truck lanes as well.
No security?
You're able to. Feel free to throw me an interface. Give me another interfacing throw real quick.
All
Or
right.
you know what? Hold on. Give me
Sure.
give me a. Let's see, let me just pull that shit up again. Give me a library search. Okay. You're able to kind of pick and choose out some pretty good sized things. But well, more so just like a few truck lanes that seem to, if you kind of reference it, they seem pretty low secure. If you can bring this info to the right guys, maybe you can get some sweet dough off of it. But
All
of
right.
course, that's gonna be some dangerous shit. Although, who plans on going to anywhere in person?
Well, I'll go ahead and run my data. Sure.
You do so. Let's see here. Let me just roll. Make a quick roll, real quick. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, is that your database you're going?
Yep.
All right.
Utility databaser.
Your databaser begins to start to sweep up data as it's just kind of running along. Let's see here. Let's roll that. Okay. Let me just start this then. Is there anything else that you'd like to do?
I'm gonna just to fuck with them. I'm gonna sec my succubus on 'em.
All right then. Go on ahead and give me an interfacing throw.
Okay.
You deploy your succubus demon. Oh, 25? Yes, you deploy your succubus demon. She very quickly just gets to work, and you begin to see that his cyber modem begins to catch fire. You see a small stream of smoke emitting from his briefcase, as the now once patient man just opens his eyes just to see that his briefcase is starting to catch fire. You see him quickly begin to storm, or at least he was going for the door to storm out, until the door gets forced open by something else. A powerful boom kicks through the door. Two heavily armed men walk into
Oh,
the
shit.
middle of the cafe. The businessman quickly just scurries off and around them and gets out the door into the street. Oh, Mel, you're here.
Yeah, decided to pop in for a bit.
All right, great. Mel, you want to go on ahead and get into Roll20 real quick?
I will indeed.
Griffin, feel free to give me a awareness check.
Oof, that's low.
Ooh. Well, you can't really figure out all too much about these guys, except for the fact that they seem to be armed to the teeth. These guys are way more armed than your normal cops that you see walking around town. You see that they're looking around through this cafe for something, and one of them's looking right at you.
All right.
They-
Interaction.
They're just walking around empty-handed right now, but the one that's looking at you is really looking at you.
Am I still plugged into my laptop?
Yes, you still are. You are still plugged into your laptop as it's on the table.
I'm gonna unplug myself from the laptop.
You do so.
Just gonna close the laptop.
One of them begins to approach the table and just starts looking at you up and down. He then
Can I
just
help you, officer?
he then just says in just a normal, well, an almost robotic tone due to his armor. Hey, what's your name?
I forgot he could do that.
Yeah, I forgot you could do that too.
Yeah. In any case, well, he's pretty much facing you. You can't really tell if he's really looking at you, but you could probably infer that as he's facing towards you across the table. Yes, he's asking you for your name.
Oh, name is Yama Chip.
Talk about your life.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's
All
a
right.
that's
You
a
just
crit
go.
roll.
Yeah, I know that's actually a critical fail. If anything. Hmm. The man just gonna look at you up and down. She goes, "Yeah, I'm a chip, huh? Pretty dumbass name."
I didn't choose it. My parents did.
Sounds like some dumb shit. What? You some kind of fucking code monkeys? Fucking netrunners. You're just gonna keep on looking around the cafe. He's just looking around like as if he's really looking for something. As for the other guy, he's just gonna walk up to him.
Is my laptop in my bag?
By the time that they just started walking away, you were able to easily just slip your laptop into your bag.
All right. I'm gonna get up and I'm going to proceed to leave.
The front door is over there. You notice that the guy that's walking up to the other one, he has his phone out and he's holding it up to the other guy with a pic. Feel free to give me awareness and notice. You aren't really able to tell, but you're able to see that the guy that he was right next to, he looks at the phone and then looks at you again.
Run, Forrest, run.
They both proceed to just stand by the door, and they just both look at you. The other one that had the phone out, he's just gonna look at you and just say, "That's funny. What's your real name?"
I told you, Yama Chip.
You see them both reaching for their waistbands.
Now, fellas, let's not get violent.
They both just look at you, just like, "Yeah. How about you put your hands where I can see them, Tempest?"
I'm going to proceed to try to bolt out of the place.
Roll reflex.
Reflex. I don't have reflex.
But no, it's on your character, guy. Like, you know, dude, like reflex, like as for its actual thing.
Oh,
You rolled a 4 and a 7 and got an 11. Okay. The guy furthest to you, the guy on the right side, he draws out a taser and he's going to he's going to fire it at you. He rolled a 20. Give me a body check real quick.
how do I do that?
So basically, you see where it says, over your character sheet, it says, body type. Roll that. Click that for me.
That's cool.
You rolled a fucking 1.
Oh.
Dude,
Oh.
you get fucking tased. You fall straight to the floor on your face, and you have just shit your pants.
God damn it.
Nerd.
You are now unconscious after you shat yourself in the middle of the goddamn place. Oh, let me delete that laptop because it's technically. Well, damn, that wasn't that hard at all. They both proceed to just walk over to you and they both play rock paper scissors to see who has to drag your shitty body.
Should be the one that fucking tased me.
It's the one on the bottom. Just goes, God damn it, what a fucking day. They both proceed to just drag you out. Well, one does. The other one just kind of starts putting his taser away and just getting the car ready. Who wants to go next?
Let's do it, Anna.
Mel,
Uh,
Roz, or Anne?
this is
Roll
gonna
a
be fun.
1d3.
Yes, I will. So let's see here. So 1 for Anne, 2 for Mel, and 3 for Roz. Let's see what the dice have to say about this. 3.
Was it in?
Mel. Actually, wait, Roz, you're getting thrown under the bus.
The bus.
God damn, I fucking shat myself from being goddamn tased.
Roz, you find yourself on a nice, calming train ride. Assuming that you'll be heading towards your next big corporate adventure after committing several things in your last corporation. Your corporation's sending you out to a new location with a field promotion. Things seem pretty good so far. You look out to your left and you can see just nice rolling plains. There we go. There's your grass.
Oh yeah, Toast. Before I forget, that data I databased.
That's in your laptop. Or that's in your cyber deck.
Oh no, like where do I put the information that I have a database from
Feel
corporate?
free to just put that in your inventory.
Okay.
Yep, just put that in your inventory of Sov oil. Let's see here. Sov oil transportation and data. Transport data. There you go. Okay. So yeah, Ruz, you just find yourself on a relaxing and calming train ride, heading on to the Night City. Is there anything that you'd like to do? There's a couple in front of you talking amongst themselves as well on the train ride.
Whatever, rather try to listen to the conversation.
To listen in on the conversation, feel free to give me a. Let's see here. Give me a awareness notice check.
Where is that going to be at?
Skills and awareness. Well, as you pretty much just try and listen in on the conversation, it's kind of hard to hear with just the rolling and rolling of the fucking train as it's just hitting bumps and rocks and shit. But what you're able to make out of that conversation was some talk about some kind of like bad relationship issues going down. They look fairly well dressed. It's kind of a bit odd for them to be talking about a relationship issue. Although you can't really tell if it's between people or whatever. You haven't heard any names or anything.
Well, she's just going to slightly rub her arms, like, well, let's see what's going to happen next. This job might be a good one, might be a bad one, but let's see.
As you, Roz,
Hello.
hey, Juna,
Welcome.
just in time. Gate,
Hello, Juna.
Gate got tased.
And then shot himself.
Yes, he did, because he rolled a 1 on his body save.
Give me the link. Oh wait, I already have it. I won't be staying for long.
Roz, as almost speak of the devil, as you begin to say about just what's about to happen next, you see that the car door in front of you just begins to open, and 2 fairly heavily dressed gentlemen walk into the room. Just walk into the train. One of them just seems to be looking at his phone, the other one just seems to be looking out the window. The one on the right is looking out at the window, the one on the left is looking on his phone, as he's just looking from seat to seat, and occasionally looking down at his phone, and then looking up and looking across. The two walking almost like a little pair. Yeah, if you want, you can give me an awareness and perception throw.
Awareness and perception, or both?
Well, just awareness. They're kind of both the same thing, but yeah, awareness. Okay. Yeah.
Quick question on my part. Who exactly went after Gate?
It's Rose.
Hmm? What do you mean, who exactly went after Gate?
I mean, how many?
It only took 2.
Oof.
Well,
And
yeah, pretty much they asked me for my name. I lied. Yeah, I'm a chip.
The guy rolled a 1 on his intel throw, so it was like, okay, he had to get. But then he had his backup, so then he pulled out his phone. It's like, oh, he was lying the entire time. He's like, he was just trying to get him just to go calmly, but then he tried to run for the door, so he got the prongs. So the gate rode the lightning right out the door and shat himself. Okay, Raj, as for you, what you're able to kind of notice is that these cops themselves, you aren't even really able to see that they have any kind of, well, actual police on them that say that they're normal cops. There's two heavily armored men that just look like police officers, but something's not exactly adding up with these two.
Hmm.
Suddenly, they stop over by the couple's chairs. One of them looks at his phone and looks towards the two. He just shakes his head no. And he just looks up again and looks right at you. You just see him just stare at you for a solid few seconds.
Jerry's gonna say, "What are you looking at, bitch?"
He's just gonna look over, tap the other one on the shoulder, and he just gives him a nod. At that rate, he was already he just felt certain at that rate.
Tag team. Man, you bunch of kicky assholes.
They both just walk up to you, and the first one just said, "Zealous."
And who wants to know? The battle in armor? Stupid bastard.
So wait, hold on. What'd you say?
I said, who wants to know? An asshole in armor? The stupid bastard.
They just both just look at each other, and then they just look at you, and then look out the window. They say, "No, preferably that asshole in armor wants to see you."
What,
He says
outside?
he says he just kind of points out the window. There's another one outside, hanging onto the window, looking in. This one's just in a very complicated-looking suit of armor. The other one's just looking through the window of a goddamn moving train.
She just scoots over to the other side of the chair and says, well, look at that. We have another asshole in armor. And it looks like he's worse off than you.
The two in the front just, or at least the one closer to you just says, hold up. We're gonna need to take you in.
Take me into what? You gonna use handcuffs on me?
We will have to use force if necessary. We just want this to come quietly. Just come with us, and don't worry about it. You're not gonna get any big trouble.
Yeah, you say big trouble, but there's a big trouble out there who's gonna get his ass whooped if he comes in here. You see that now the two just kind of take a few steps back, and one of them is just reaching for the holster. The one outside the window is aiming his wrist through the window.
Oh, you're quicker than I was. Don't shit yourself.
She just holds out her own arm and says, well, it looks like you know my name. You also know my arm. Do you want to arm wrestle?
They just yell out again. Get down on the floor. Put your hands where I can see him.
I show you one hand. It's flexing. You don't want to arm wrestle, but I'm not in kinky shit like laying on the ground. You kinky fuck.
You're having too much fun.
Serafina.
Feel free to roll an awareness and notice check.
I feel like Mel's gonna love my character.
Okay, Rise, you rolled high enough. You see that the guy on the outside is no longer holding onto the window. Instead, he's kind of a little bit distanced out from the actual window itself, and you see that his feet are about to go through the window. As for the guy right in front of you, you see he's already drawn his gun, but it's not a normal gun; it's a net gun. And as the guy to the left of him, he has his taser out.
Zelos, here's an idea.
You have one action.
Here's an idea, Zelos. Literally flip over the bench so that the person who's kicking you in can't kick you, and you have some shielding from these two.
Or jump out the window.
I don't think that's gonna work out too well with him.
You have one action, Zelos. Choose wisely.
One action.
You have one action before all three of these boys are about to go to town.
Okay, she's gonna jump over the table or whatever this thing is to the other side and hold on to this guy and says, "Well, it looks like you got one relationship trouble."
You dive over the table and use the other man as a hostage.
Come about corporate.
Exactly.
The first guy goes through the window, lands onto the table, and he draws out pretty much draws out a taser from his own arm. As for the guy with the net gun, he's pretty much just gonna take aim and fire. So will the other guy with the taser, and so will the third.
Make him shit his pants.
The first one, Roz, feel free to give me. First one's the net gun. That's the first one to fire. Roz, feel free to give me a reflex throw.
A reflex?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give me reflex, please.
See, how do you do the reflex one?
You
It's
just
gonna be
click
the
on
very
reflex.
Yep,
You
right
just
next
click
to
REF.
intelligence.
It's like up at the top. Yeah, REF. Click that. Just click the button for it.
I don't see REF.
It's
hold on.
Oh,
literally
I see
right
it.
next.
There we go. I see
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that one.
Click. Oh,
Oof.
you did worse than I did.
Oof.
Yeah, you rolled a 3. Yikes.
But it was not a 1.
Fair enough. Fair enough. As for the net gun, he rolls an 18. He fires out a huge net that was pretty much fired off by compressed CO2. The net just gets launched. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna go see if I can roll reflex for the other guy real
Where
quick.
the
See
fuck are you guys looking at?
Up in the
top
corner.
left.
Yeah.
Top left. That's where all this shit's going down
Where's
at.
awareness?
How are they all?
Awareness is in your skills.
Which I don't have at all.
Hey, Toaster.
Oh, as for the other guy, he doesn't escape. No.
Hey, Toaster. How are they able to do +8s?
Well, first things first is that they have a +8 to their reflex, due to reflex, and the other +8 is due to their weapon handling skills. Yes, apparently it's very hard to dodge bullets, which is, why you only get 1 plus modifier. It's really easy to fire bullets, which is why, you get 2 modifiers, you get the stack. Well, not so much stack, but, that you get to add. It's a lot easier to fire bullets than it is to dodge bullets, apparently.
I have
Shit,
a
who
question
knew?
for you.
Yeah?
Why is my temp mod for reflex -3?
Oh, wasn't that because of the, Oh, yeah, that was because of your armor and shit.
Alright. Okay.
Yeah, that was due to your, armor's, exhaustion score? No, not exhaustion score, whatever it was called.
Encumbrance.
Encumbrance value, thank you. Your EV.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Wait a minute, did I get tased in the fucking face?
You know what? Hold on. Let me roll a d10 for that real quick to determine location. That's a 6. Let me figure out where that is. Gate, you might want to go look that up on what a 6 is. Actually, no, you can see what.
Like when I did my
Actually, no, go to combat. A 6 is a. No, he tased you in the left arm.
damn.
And apparently that still made you shit yourself.
Have you? Damn.
Yes. By the way, yeah, you and the other guy both get caught in in pretty much into that net, and you pretty much both get slammed up against the glass.
Can roll to
The
kick
other
the
two
guy in
are
the ball?
the other two just begin storming you.
Can roll to kick this guy in the balls for being so close?
Sure. Feel free to give me a reflex throw. Do you have any martial arts?
Let's see, martial arts.
You rolled
Look under
the
skills.
same thing twice.
Let's see. I have dodge,
Or-
dodge and escape, but no melee or martial arts. Nope, no martial arts.
Okay, then yeah, that's just a reflex throw then. As for him,
Doesn't he roll with disadvantage?
Yes, he will, due to the fact that he is kind of okay. Or he just rolls a fucking 1. Let's determine severity here real quick. Okay, that's a 4. A 4 on the fumble table for any kind of reflex throw. I'm pretty sure that involves self-bodily injury. Congratulations, I think you just busted his fucking nut. fucking yikes.
Hold on to me. Now you're gonna have more relationship problems.
Ooh. Okay, well then. Yeah, these other two, especially the guy in the power armor, is just going to haul you off with the net. He's just gonna start dragging the net behind you as the other two are approaching, just following from the back.
She just tries to kick in the net.
You try to kick the net, but you can't really get enough build up for it. Oh, I almost forgot. The guys, they don't really give enough fucks to let the guy go yet. Who wants to go next?